What's up? As you can tell by the title of the video, this is going to be about depression. I'm always trying to bring awareness to mental health issues affecting African Americans because I unfortunately have to deal with them myself. Um, Basically, I'm going to be talking about my depression and the things that I feel like have led up to my depression and how did I know that I was depressed. So my depression started about a year ago, literally like right before my 30th birthday. And I think it hit just because I realized I was becoming 30 soon. I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. And not being where I wanted to be in life basically broke down into like 2 to 3 categories. One, career wise, I'm definitely not where I thought I would be by the time I hit 30. Two, when it comes to relationships, as far as like I'll say the dating piece, I'm kind of at that place where it's like, how do I put this? Like I've been single so long, it's kind of like, well, damn, am I gonna die alone or do I just do like everybody else and get married? And thirdly, is trying to, how do I put this? Trying to have more than what I was brought into the world with. And what I mean by that is the fact that like I grew up middle class and how do I put this? When you come into the world in a certain atmosphere, it's kind of difficult to get out of that no matter how hard you try. And I'm trying to beat struggling, if that makes any sense. Not like currently I'm not homeless or hungry or anything, obviously you can see that, but just that struggle of always having to worry about finances and worrying about if you have enough, and then on top of that having enough to not only provide for yourself but provide for others in your life as well. So around I think September of last year, like I really started to hit like this low point, and it was really hard for me to explain because I knew something was off, but I couldn't exactly pinpoint exactly what it was. And I know like one night, literally, I was laying in the bed and I'm like, I'm really fucking sad. But disclaimer, not sad to the point where I'm sitting here and I'm crying during commercials where the lady is talking about donate money to save cats and dogs, nor sad to the point where I was thinking about committing suicide. So let's go ahead and get that out the way before that is literally the first thought in your mind. Now, I had only told, I think, one person at that time, which was my friend, and she was like, why are you sad? Life big? Like, life ain't no joke. Like, it's so much shit you have to deal with on a consistent basis. Not only having to deal with people that you encounter on a daily basis, but also like your interpersonal relationships when it comes to friends and family, to where, how do I put this? When you're considered the strong person, it's like, damn, well, who do I really turn to, if that makes any sense? It's kind of like I kind of sort of have to look out for everybody and make sure everybody's straight and okay, and people come to me when they have issues or they need assistance or whatever the case might be. But when I get to the point where I need somebody, like, exactly who do I rely on? Because it's like everybody looks for me to be so strong, to where it's like, well, shit, like, like I can't let nobody see me be weak, because if I'm weak, then they're not gonna know what the hell to do. And that's the position that I was facing last year as my depression began. And like I say, I've never been suicidal or anything of that nature, but forget, there were some days where I would literally get off on a Friday and I would not get out the bed until like Sunday afternoon. Now, mind you, I would get out the bed to, like, of course, go take a shower, use the bathroom, eat, and whatever. But that was it. Like, most of my time was pretty much spent in the bed. And I remember there were days also where I would need to leave my house to go do things. I would literally take a shower, get dressed, and get to the front door and tell myself, like, I just can't do this today, and go and get right back in the bed. And this went on for quite a few months, to be truthfully honest. Not to mention, I pretty much had shut everybody off. Like, I shut down all my social media. People would call and text me, hey, how you doing? Just checking on you, and nothing personal. Appreciate those of you who did reach out to me. It's just that I was dealing with my own shit. Not to mention, there were some people that I did reach out to. Nobody answered the phone. Nobody returned a text message. And this is why I always say that people are very fickle. People only have time for you when you have something that they want. If you ain't got something somebody want, whether it be time, money, advice, whatever the case might be, they have no fucking use for you. Trying to explain that you're going through something to other people, it can come off as weak. And one thing about me is I don't like to play victim. So to kind of sort of be, I guess you could say, open and honest with people, it's always a challenge for me because I never know what the outcome is going to be. So to those that did reach out to me, they know who they are. I appreciate it. It was nothing personal. I was just dealing with my own shit. So to kind of sort of, I guess you could say, get some reasoning as to why I was dealing with depression. As I've stated before, I have an anxiety disorder. I'll leave the link to that video down below. I decided to go ahead and start regular appointments with my therapist. And it's been very helpful, but at the same time, in the beginning, it was a struggle because of the simple fact of she was trying to tell me that like I was putting too much pressure on myself, like trying to be there for everybody, trying to, meet these, I guess you could say, these societal demands that really aren't realistic, but they're just set forth, and it's like everybody is trying to achieve something, but you're not really achieving anything that you personally would like to achieve. Like, how do I put this? As an African American male, I've beat the stereotypical norm of I don't have kids that I don't take care of. I've never been to jail, and I'm not on drugs. But on a personal level, I feel as if I haven't achieved anything. And to people that know me personally, it's kind of like, how do I put this? It was either earlier this year or last year, my homeboy was like you have everything together. To be truthfully honest, I don't. Like, shit happens. And luckily, I have enough common sense and book smart to just figure things out. Not doing anything special. I don't have any special resources. I don't have a big fat bank account that I can pull from and handle problems. Literally, it's just like shit is happening and I have to deal with it. And I feel like shit is just always happening and I'm always having to deal with it. And I have yet to reach this moment where anything works out in my favor, if anybody can relate to that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like every day is bad, but it's like more shit has happened to me, not because of like I'm out here doing something wrong. It's just life. And I have to deal with it, as opposed to like I'm working really, really hard and I'm saying, well, excuse me, I'm reaping the benefits of my hard work. I don't see that part yet. And I think that's the part that's like the challenge for me, is not being so hard on myself in that aspect, which my therapist has told me consistently, like, you got to get out of your head. But it's hard to get out of your head when, how do I put this? When you're just used to shit happening and you have to pick up the pieces and figure it out, as opposed to everything works out in your favor and that's all you know. Like, I'm always in the mindset of like, some shit is gonna happen. I don't know exactly if it's gonna happen to me or it's gonna happen to somebody that I know personally, and I'm gonna have to help that person. So I'm always preparing myself for shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never really have a clear moment to just, I guess you could say, just be at peace. So I leave you guys with this. For anybody that's going through depression, or you feel like there's just no way out, I would tell you to honestly go and see a therapist. I know not everybody has health insurance, but like, for instance, I have health insurance, but if I didn't have health insurance, to see my therapist would be like $43. I'm pretty sure y'all spend $43 buying fake Gucci and Fendi. So why not take care of yourself? So go see a therapist and get an unbiased opinion as to what you're going through, because family and friends are only going to tell you what they think you should hear, whether it be not to hurt your feelings or to benefit them. Till next video, be kind, be humble, but let motherfuckers know.